It's such a beautiful day. I love beautiful days. Like, it's just so beautiful, just so peaceful and so quiet. I just love beautiful days. So I'm on my lunch break and I wanted to talk about low vibrational spirits in the spirit of rejection. So before I came out here on my lunch break, right, I was sitting at my desk helping a customer. So, it's myself and two other co-workers or whatever, two females. And let's just say, you know how that can be. So the guy that was sitting at my desk, he was like, you must not be having a good day today or something like that. He was like, you must don't want to be at work today. And so I didn't say nothing, because I'm very observant. Sometimes I'm quiet and I'm just to myself, like, so I didn't comment or whatever. Like, I acknowledged him, but it was other people in there in the room or whatever, and I was just like, I just didn't say nothing. He was like, yeah, I feel you. You don't really want to be here today. So, I'm not making eye contact with him or nothing. I'm just doing his policy or whatever. So he was like, so I knew where this was going. I knew he was gonna try to talk to me or whatever. So he was like, can I call you sometime? Put my number in your phone. And I was like, so I'm not making eye contact with him or nothing. I just kind of glanced off at the computer because I'm doing his policy. So he was like, put my number in your phone. And I was like, I'm dating someone. And so I looked off or whatever. So he was like, I just want to be your friend. And I was like, nah, I'm good. I don't want any friends. And so he proceeded to say, dang, you said they're real arrogant. And I'm looking like, I didn't say anything arrogantly. I didn't give him a response because I wasn't about to entertain his buffoonery. But I didn't say anything arrogantly. That's what I'm thinking to myself. I just said, no, I'm good. I don't want any friends. And he was like, oh, you said they're arrogant. So in my mind, I'm just looking like, okay, so I don't entertain him, right? Because I see where this is going, right? The spirit of rejection. So his pride is hurt, okay? Because he shot his shot and he failed. Now, I don't think I'm all that, but I have standards on what I like, and I like what I like. And just because someone is attracted to me or they want to shoot their shot with me, that doesn't mean that the feelings are mutual. So I'm saying that to say, what some of y'all men got to understand is that when a woman says no, she means no. I shouldn't have to say it multiple times. Like, you got to take a hint. In this scenario that just happened to me right before I came on here, if I'm not making eye contact with you, if I tell you I'm dating someone and you proceed to tell me you just want to be my friend, I'm good. And then you try to fire a shot at me and say I'm being arrogant when really I wasn't. So now you gaslighting because you trying to make me feel like I'm doing the most, but you're the one who are really being manipulative right now about trying to make me feel bad because I don't want to give you my number. Spirit of rejection. Okay? And God is not the author of confusion. And so you see, this is how I know he's not the man that God has for me. Because the man that God has for me, he would have been respectful. I would have been attracted to him. There would have been some chemistry. There would have been a spark. There would have been something there. He would have understood. He would have understood the word no means no the first time. He would not have tried to persuade me or convince me to give him my number. Okay? You see, so ladies, when men asking for your number and stuff like that, you gonna know if God sent him or if Satan sent him. Because let me tell you something, God is not the author of confusion. And so I can just eliminate him altogether because first of all, you don't understand what the word no means. Second of all, I'm not attracted to you, so I know God didn't see you because God, my Heavenly Father, okay? I hate to sound shallow, and I know looks is more important things than looks. But my Heavenly Father know that I care about looks. Just like this man that just tried to shoot his shot. He care about looks too, obviously. Because if he didn't care about looks, then he would never try to talk to me. So I hate the double standards. You see what I'm saying? Because they'll say that a woman is being shallow. If I want a man that I'm attracted to, somebody that I want some chemistry and some spark with, that I can stand and look at. And I'm not even saying that the man was ugly, because he wasn't an ugly guy. He's just not my type. I just wasn't attracted to him. I'm just not in a mental space where I'm ready to date and move on and give someone else a chance, because I'm tired of giving people chances and then they don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? So I'm waiting patiently on God to send me my man of God. And me and y'all need to take a hint and accept that when a woman says no, she means no. So that's exactly how you know who God has for you and who he doesn't have for you. Because see, that's a red excuse me. That's a red flag right there. Because so many red flags actually, because so you don't even understand the word no. You don't even understand chemistry and physical attraction and a spark, and you don't understand no. And gaslighting, like the spirit of rejection, all of that. You saying that I was being arrogant when I wasn't, because I said no, because I wasn't interested, because I'm using the wisdom that my Heavenly Father gave to me by being able to discern that you're not the person that is for me. So why would I waste your time and give you my number when I know that I'm not interested in you? You see, man, y'all need to understand that just because you want a woman or just because you attracted to a woman, the feelings need to be mutual. That don't mean that I want you or that I'm attracted to you or that I like you. And that's okay. That's my prerogative. That's my decision to make. So, and then after I told him no, after he told me I was being arrogant, after I got done with his policy, then after he insulted me and tried to gaslight me and said that I was being arrogant, when I got done with his policy, okay, because I guess when I got up and walked to the printer, he saw my junk in the trunk. So I guess this time he wanted to try one more again. So when I walked back from the printer to sit at my desk to give him his documents so he could go on about his business, then he proceeded to shoot his shot again, and he missed again. He missed again. And I had to tell him, no, I told you I'm dating someone. So I didn't say it with an attitude. I have an attitude now because I'm a little irritated. But I said it calm, cool, and collected. I said, I told you I'm dating someone. Even though I'm not, but he don't know that. You know, I'm trying to be patient. I'm just trying to wait on God. Like, I know I'm not perfect. I know he's still working on me. He's not done with me, but yeah. He's not the man that God has for me. If a man asks for your number and you politely tell him no without an attitude, and he has a spirit of rejection, and he insults you or whatever, that's not the man that God has for you, and that's a red flag. And I'll tell you this before I let y'all go. I'm going to tell y'all 2 more scenarios when this happened to me. So at this same particular job, probably about a month back, this older guy, okay, he had asked for my number or whatever. Tried to shoot his shot. So this particular day, I'm in my car, right, on my lunch break, chilling, minding my business, doing what I do best. And he tried to holler at me or whatever. He was in the trunk. In the truck. on the driver's side, and he had a lady that was on the passenger side. I don't know if it was his sister or auntie or who the lady was, but he definitely was not my type, okay? He looked, I don't mean to be rude, kind of looked thrown away or whatever, but he's sitting on the driver's side, and it's the lady sitting on the passenger side or whatever. And I'm sitting in my car on my lunch break, minding my business. And he tried to shoot his shot or whatever. And so I cracked the window because I ain't want to be rude. I'm sitting in my car. He's sitting to my right in the car next to me, or the truck next to me. I'm on my lunch break chilling, minding my business. So he tried to shoot his shot or whatever. So I forgot what my response was to him. But then he proceeds to say, with them fake ass eyelashes. And I'm looking like, but you was just trying to holler at me with these fake ass eyelashes. You know what I'm saying? Like, spirit of rejection. The spirit of rejection. Man. The spirit of rejection. Like, he knew that I didn't want him when he tried to shoot his shot. Like, come on now, bro. An older guy, like, man, come on, get out of here. So I'm gonna tell y'all this one last scenario. So at my last job, right, I was working in the fitting room, and this guy, we was talking to whatever, a customer. I was working in the fitting room, and you know, I wasn't really paying him no attention. I wasn't checking for him. I wasn't studying him. I saw him, but he, you know, physically, he wasn't really nobody that would have caught my eye. You know, he wasn't ugly, he wasn't fine, but I wasn't checking for him. So we making small talk or whatever. So he went to the restroom. So at the job that I was working at, you got to put a code in to go to the restroom. So we was making small talk before he went in the restroom or whatever. And you know, I told him I liked his hair or whatever. He had some dreads, and they was in like 2 strands. Excuse me. And so, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop, we just making small talk. So he had to use the restroom, or either he pretended like he had to use the restroom. So I put the code in or whatever. So he asked me for my number. So I hesitated. And I was like, I don't really want to get my number out. Because I don't get my number out like that. Like, I promise y'all, like that. I'm very particular, and I don't get my number out like that. And so I thought about it. And I thought to myself, I was like, well, how am I going to meet somebody if I don't never get my number out? So I'm like, okay, I thought about it for a few seconds. But I was hesitant because I really didn't want to. So I went on and gave it to him, and he was like, dang, you act like you didn't want to give me your number. That was a red flag. And I was on and off again with this guy for about 6 months. And I'm going to just say, it was a lesson learned. A lesson learned. So ladies, when you have that discernment or that unction to not follow through with something, to not give a man a chance, to not give him your number, don't do it. Follow your first mind. Follow your heart. Follow your instinct. Follow your spirit. Follow your gut. And follow him. And pray about these men that y'all let come into y'all lives, and that y'all let come into y'all bedroom and y'all bed, and that y'all let come into y'all house. Because a lot of these men ain't who they say they is. A lot of these men out here, they ain't looking for love, they looking for help. Women too. So just be careful, be discerning about who you meet, who you bring around your kids, who you let come into your house. Like, because these low vibrational spirits and these spirits of rejection, bruh, that's why I just say to myself, I be chilling, cool and calm, cool and collected. And look at me, do I look bothered? Do I look worried? I'm so at peace. Like, so at peace. I don't even want to go back to that job, I promise. After lunch up. To the next video. Peace.